amazing parents. How are we doing? So today is day 15 of the Know Your Child More challenge, and it has been 15 days of learning. It has been 15 days of relearning and learning. All right. I believe that we've been getting a lot of insights, and it has helped us, to pay attention to a lot of things that ordinarily, we would not pay attention to. Okay, so if you can see me and hear me, please let me know in the comment section. Today, okay, we're going to be talking about something very critical. Of course, every aspect, that we share in this challenge is very critical. And a lot of these things that are shared, okay, you don't have to just stop at getting tips and hacks. All right, parenting is not about tips and hacks. Now, the goal of this challenge is to challenge you, and literally it's supposed to challenge you, to increase your awareness of the things that, I should have been paying attention to. Maybe you were not paying attention to at all, or if you were, I need to, pay more attention to it, right? So it is much more than just getting tips and hacks, okay? For you to do these things sustainably, you need to create systems. So when parents come and they complain about their children not disciplined and all, the real discipline is in you, okay? Because you have not created a system to follow, because you have not been consistent, okay? Because there is no structure, and that is why there's a problem. The problem is not even your child. You as a parent, you lack discipline. So in as much as we're doing this challenge, the goal of this challenge is not for you to just stop there. So when you are challenged, what next? Okay, you need to be in a system where you can sustainably, get support, hold yourself accountable, get the motivation to get a structure, because children thrive in structures, consistencies, predictability. So it's much more than just getting tips and hacks, and you go and apply. All right, you are doing this for 18 years at least, okay? From the time a child is born till they are 18 years, you're going to have to interact with them. You need to discover who they are. You need to create systems to help them to be their best. That is the parenting advantage they have. You see that two children, grow up together, but they turn out differently. And that is because of what they were exposed to, what advantage they had, because of the parents that raised them. Okay? So a child is a product of who raised them, the person that raised them, what that person knows, and then the environment they were raised in, because these things are key determinants. What a parent knows will determine what they expose their child to, the opportunities, the privileges, the knowledge, and all of that. Okay? So let us not just stop at this challenge. Let us be challenged, to do much more. And what is the much more? We should plug into the community, which is the Positive Parent Circle. Even if you're complaining about not having money, now you can start. You're supposed to pay 50,000 for the whole year. You can start paying now. Book a slot and then start paying until we start in November next year. In the meantime, you can get resources. I just did a pre-order for my book, my latest resource, which is a book that is going to be very valuable. You can start from there. You pre-order your book. You can look out for courses that we'll be doing throughout the year that can help you. All right, we've talked about the Yell Less Connect More. We've talked about healing your inner child, and we've talked about boosting your child's learning performance. When you be a part of all of these courses, it will help you. Okay, so let us not just rest at being a part of this challenge and then go back. All right, we need to be more intentional. We need to create systems, and all of these things can help. Okay, so book a slot. Currently the Positive Parent Circle is closed because a cohort is currently running, but you can start booking a slot now, okay, so that you don't complain that there is no money. And those things, is just a reflection of how you value the knowledge you need for your child. Okay, if you make excuses will always be there, but if you say, how can I the brain opens up and you will have the opportunity to get what you need, to be able to be part of this whole system. All right, so good evening once again. If you're joining for the first time, we have been doing the Know Your Child More challenge. We started on the 1st of December and it's going to be on for 21 days. Today is already day 15, so we're counting down. We have like 6 days to go, and it has been an amazing time of learning. All right, so I am Boma Oboforibo, a positive parent coach and the founder of the Positive Parenting Academy, which is an online academy that helps parents, to parent their children better using positive parenting principles. Okay, and that is the goal. All right, we use positive parenting principles, which is not the traditional way of parenting. Okay, but we are redefining parenting in Africa. All right, so you are welcome. If you can see me and hear me, please let me know in the comment section that you can see me and you can hear me. Okay, so today is day 15 and we are talking about finding out who our child wants to be like. So who does your child want to be like? Who does your child want to be like? Okay, so who is here with me this evening? If you're here with me, please let me know in the comment section. Good evening. So why is it important? Okay, why is it important to know, okay, who your child wants to be with? Like I said, this is one of the needs of a child. Okay, so the needs of a child, all right, a child needs okay, family affairs. Wow, good evening, I see you and hear you. Welcome to this call. Okay, so you can see me and hear me. Amazing. So I want you to drop in the comment section, right, who does your child want to be like? So we're supposed to go and get the feedback from our child or our children, as the case may be, and then drop it here as we continue with the conversation. Okay, all right, so why is this important? Now, there are some needs of a child. Now, one of them is that a child needs something to believe, which is values. Okay, so in the positive parent circle, once you get in, we emphasize that you need to create your family values. So a child needs something to believe. A child needs someone to believe, which is a role model, and that is the challenge we're having today. When you say, who does your child want to be like? Okay, a child needs someone to believe. That's a role model. Now, a child needs somewhere to belong. That is a community. So we don't do life alone. Okay, we do life in communities. Humans are relational beings, and at this age, between the ages of 5 to 10, if you are not parents intentionally, children would find somewhere to belong. But the question would be, where are they belonging? Which community is it? Okay, all right, so your son, family affairs says, my son wants to be like his dad. Okay, so why? Okay, did you ask why? Why does he want to be like his dad? We'll get to that. And by the way, how old is your son? Okay, so like I was saying, another need of children is for somewhere to belong. Now, as parents, you need to also curate that experience. You need to intentionally curate, okay, he's 10 years, amazing. Curate that experience of where they are belonging, okay, because there are places they will belong to that you would not, like. But a lot of parents complain, but they are not doing anything about it. So for instance, that is why we also run the Skill Kids Hub, okay, for children 5 to 10. Now, that age range is critical for training. That is the age for training. Okay, that is when you build skills in your child that will help them when they become teenagers. So you don't wait. Okay, the parenting advantage your child will have is that you know what to do per time. There is a way you will parent when your child is between 0 to 5. It's different from the way you parent when your child is between 5 to 10 and then when they become teenagers, right? So between 5 to 10 is the age for skills building, skill acquisition. Okay, so family affairs, why does your son want to be like his dad? So that's why we run the Skill Kids Hub, by the way, and it's starting in January. Okay, the slots are filling up. We have limited slots, and today is Today is 15th, right? In 7 days, that's a week from now, registration closes because we want to start onboarding the parents and children in preparation for next year. So if you want to be a part of this, please book a slot now. It's for the whole year, an online kids hub that costs 40,000. That's less than 5,000 a month. All right, so book a slot and be a part of it. Amazing time. So like I was saying, children need somewhere to belong. That's a community where the people there are speaking the same thing, that you want your child to be hearing. Okay, don't just leave it to chance, because nature abhors vacuum. If you're not intentionally, putting them in spaces where they will be hearing the things you want them to hear, okay, they will do it. They will go anywhere because you don't stand for something. You don't you're not intentional about what they hear, the people they hang out with, the friends they have. The other day we're talking about teaching your children how to choose friends. Okay, so that's a third need. I've talked about children needing something to believe, which is values, someone to believe, role model, somewhere to belong, a community, and they need something to become. Okay, something to become. So we were talking about the other day, what does your child want to solve? What problem? Okay, what problems do they want to solve? Gone are the days when we ask them, what do you want to be in future? The world is looking for problem solvers, and if you must be a problem solver, you should be a critical thinker. And those are some of the skills we'll be teaching your children, okay, in the Skilled Kids Hub. All right, so amazing. Family Affairs says he wants to be like his dad because he loves his family and knows what to do at the right time. Okay, Franca Ifoma, you are welcome. And Franca says, my daughter says she wants to be like Jesus and me, her mom. That's so amazing. That's amazing. So why does she want to be like Jesus and you? All right, so amazing. Okay, so those are some of the needs of a child. So they need something to become, okay, or someone to become. So you need to help them with all of that, and they need a sense of worth. So now, why is it important for us to know who our children want to become? Because there was someone that was talking, I overheard someone talking about hearing the child speaking about wanting to be like one of these secular musicians, okay, and it got her to reflect, like, okay, this is because of what I have allowed. You see a lot of young people, they model after musicians and people like that. It's because you have not intentionally helped them. You're not feeding their mind with the right things that you want, but you complain. Meanwhile, you're not doing anything about it. So whatever they tell us is a reflection of what it is that we have, put them in, the environment that we have created. And another thing I would like to say is, yes, it's good. Most children want to be like their parents, but let it not be the only role model that they have. Because, as they grow older, when they get to their teenage years, they begin to listen to other voices, right? And those other voices become a more, influential voice in their lives. However, you are also important, but you are not that influential, okay? So they listen to their friends, they listen to other adults, they listen to the culture. So if you did not start on time to, program their minds to the kind of people they should even be listening to, that are worthy to be role models, okay, you just leave it to chance, and then they get to listen to anything and everything. They go into the world and they are distracted and influenced by other things, okay, and that is why parents will complain that, oh, my child's role model is this and that, I'm not happy about it, because you didn't start now to intentionally help them. So let it not stop at just you. You need to find somebody that other trusted adults you believe are worthy to be role models, okay? And intention is it's called programming. You bring that person in, you help them to connect with that person, because a time will come, right, when they will be talking to these other people and not you. It's nothing personal, okay? It's just a developmental stage. So you'll be asking yourself, who are those people that they will be talking to? Am I comfortable with them? Okay? Am I comfortable with them? So that is what you need to start doing now. All right? So when you ask your child, who do you want to become? And then whoever it is, it could be maybe someone they read in a book that inspired them. It could be someone they watched, but start suggesting some people to them. So I was having a conversation with my daughter today. You can also tell them your own experience, about people you modeled and how that has shaped you. Okay, tell them how the person inspired you. You followed this person's story, because of so and so. This was why you chose this person that you wanted to be like. The person was an inspiration, and because of that, it has helped you to achieve this and that. So I was having that conversation with my daughter, telling her all of this and all that. So of course, it's going to shape their minds. Now children are largely emotional. So you use this period you have, to build them. You build them. You build them. It's scripting, okay? It's scripting because the world is scripting. You don't leave it to chance. And so that is why it is key. That is a need, one of the very, very important needs of a child. They need someone to believe. Now the question will be, who are they believing? How are you intentionally curating that experience for them? All right? So if you've been following, I want to see you in the comment section. What did you pick? What it is I've said about who your child wants to be like, okay? So let me see you in the comment section. If you can still see me and hear me. Okay, so if you can still see me and hear me, let's hear in the comment section what it is you picked and what it is you'll be doing differently. Okay, so all right, so that is all for today. So go and brave in the WhatsApp group. Tell us what it is you learned, what you'll be doing differently, okay, and why it is important for you to even know, who your child wants to be like. Them telling you is also a reflection of who they spend time with, like people they listen to, people they read about, people they have been observing and all of that. It's a feedback, okay? It tells you what your child has been engaging in and the environment they have been in. And of course, you as a parent, in yourself, you're in an environment, okay? As a parent, you're an environment, so it's part of your child's environment, okay? So yes, that's all for today. Thank you so much for joining in, and if you've not pre-ordered my book, please go and pre-order, click on the link, okay, and pre-order. All right, so Franca says, she said, because Jesus is humble. That is amazing, and it's so heartwarming. All right, so thank you so much for joining in, and we'll see tomorrow. Okay, so good night, have an amazing night, and bye for now.